Back for part two, guys. So yeah, I was saying during the Usos match, just the whole night, King, he was just pissed. Like, I'll get to it in a bit. Uh, so yeah, that thing pissed me off. What they didn't mention it was Umaga's move, but this was an okay tag team match. Probably lasted for like 8 minutes, maybe. I don't know. It wasn't keeping track, but that's just a guess. So and the Hart Dynasty retained, and it was a solid tag team match. Man, Natty is cute. I think she's fucking adorable. She power slammed Tamina on the outside, which is great. And D.H. Smith, the ending came when D.H. Smith, I don't even know which one of the Usos it was, made him tap out to the sharpshooter, so to retain the title. So it was good to see them win that. So I gave that 2 stars. Nothing special. It was a in my opinion, it was like a regular, decent, like solid tag team match. If you guys think I'm being generous with that rating, let me know in the comment below. But I gave it 2 stars. Then they show a promo of the feud between Rey Mysterio and Jack Swagger, which is pretty good. And then the World Heavyweight Championship match was next. Rey Mysterio defending against Jack Swagger. And Rey was rocking some real ill attire tonight. Just all black, and the mask looked sick, and just everything looked pretty cool. And he was selling his ankle injury pretty well. So big seated senton from Rey to Swagger on the outside. Swagger hit one of those vintage, like when Kurt Angle used to be in WWE, and he'd be down on the ground, someone would be up on the turnbuckle, and he'd just get up out of nowhere and run up and toss him over, like belly to belly suplex or whatever off the top rope. Swagger did one of those. There are some "Let's Go Swagger" chants in this, which I liked, and which is pretty cool. I like Swagger. I'm a fan of his. So he hit one of those Kurt Angle running, like tosses off the top rope. As I mentioned, those are some chants for Swagger. And then Rey went for his like crazy bulldog attempt that he like touches the ground first, then comes back up and bulldogs. But Swagger countered it and just tossed him back into a huge German suplex. Swagger hit the gut wrench powerbomb, a big one. He got a 2 count before Rey put his foot on the rope. And Swagger hit a couple of those Vader bombs. And then he goes for a huge power slam off the top rope. And Rey, and this is what pissed me off. He had him in on his shoulder, ready for a power slam off the second rope. And King's like, "Come on, don't do this." Like, are you kidding me? King used to be so entertaining as a heel announcer, and even just like a few years ago, he was still good. But now, he's just such a bitch, and like he's had everything the right way. That's how it has to be with him. It's ridiculous. Like, I actually started to like Cole more, because Cole's like, he roots for the Miz and shit, and he's kind of like, he's almost a little bit of a heel announcer. But King is just so pathetic these days, God. But anyway, so went for the power slam. Rey countered it into a huge tornado DDT off the top rope, which is pretty awesome. And then Rey goes for the 619, but gets caught in the ankle lock, and then he gets the ropes, and then Rey, this is pretty cool. He loosened his boot. If you guys remember, back at WrestleMania 20 at Madison Square Garden in 2004, Eddie Guerrero, when he defended his WWE title against Kurt Angle, he at the end of the match, he loosened his boot because Kurt kept putting the ankle lock on him, and he loosened his boot maybe to alleviate some of the pain, but he just loosened it, and if you remember, Kurt just ripped it right off, and Eddie turned around and rolled him up for the 3, and that's what happened tonight. Rey loosened his boot, and he hit the 6. Wait, I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. When Rey hit the 619, but then went for like his senton, but Swagger caught him and put him in the ankle lock. Rey loosened it. That was pretty good counter, by the way. Rey loosened his boot, and then Swagger like ripped it off, just like Eddie and Kurt, shades of that match. 6 years ago, and then Ray hit like a little Hurricane Rana for the 3, and that was pretty good stuff right there. So that was I thought it was a pretty solid world title match. You know, I thought I gave it 3 stars. I may be being generous, but I don't know. I just thought, you know, Ray sold his hurt ankle pretty well, and I just thought it was a good match. It's, in my opinion, there was some good stuff. It was good wrestling, and I kind of wanted Swagger to win, even though I picked Ray to retain. But the best part of the match, best part of this whole thing came after the match, was Swagger attacked Ray for mine and started beat him down and put him in the ankle lock again. Then Kane came out, and without the briefcase though, so I thought he was going to cash it in, but he came out and beat the shit out of Swagger, chased him to the back, and then so Ray's like, his music plays again, and he's celebrating again, and then Kane comes back out and with the briefcase, and a referee cashes it in, hits a huge choke slam on Ray. This Kane chant starting to go throughout the arena, which is great. Then hits a tombstone. 1, 2, 3. New World Heavyweight Champion, the Big Red Machine, Kane. Fuck yeah. Thank you, WWE. Thank you. Kane deserves another world title run. I'm so happy he got one. And this is, King was like, Matt Striker and Cole were like, oh, good opportunity for Kane, like, good job cashing it in like that. And King was like, he's like, I'm sorry, but that is unfair. And like, come on, like, give me a fucking break, you pussy. Oh my god. He's such a pussy. He's just I've lost, I might as well call him the Queen now, because I just lost a lot of respect for him. But anyway, so that was awesome. Kane, new world champion. Then there was the Y2J and Edge segment backstage talking about how they're each going to win the Money in the Bank ladder match tonight. And then the worst match of the night, the women's title match, Layla defending against Kelly Kelly, and Layla retained in about like a 4, maybe 5-minute match. It was just complete shit. Kelly hit like the K2 on Layla, and then she hooked her leg, and then McCool was on the outside, and she was trying to put Layla's foot on the rope, but Layla had to do it herself, it looked like. Like, that's how bad it was. And then Layla rolled Kelly up for the 3. So I originally gave it a star, but I'm just going to call it a fucking dud, because that's what it was. So enough of that. That was shit. Kelly was looking hot. That's pretty much the best thing about the whole match. And then next was the Raw Money in the Bank ladder match. Randy Orton came out first to a big pop, and Miz, Mark Henry, DiBiase, Morrison, Jericho, Bourne, and Edge last. A lot of RKO chants. It's always good to hear. That Evan Bourne hit a nice Hurricane Rana off the ladder to Edge. Orton hit his rope-assisted DDT to Bourne, except he used the ladder as a rope, pretty much. It's pretty nice. Mark Henry knocked down a couple ladders when like there were 4 guys on him. That was kind of cool, I guess, showing how strong he is. Evan Bourne hit like a drop kick off the top, off springboard drop kick off the ropes, and like kind of used the ladder to swing around and deliver the drop kick to Mark Henry, which is pretty cool. And then Maurice, everyone's down in the ring, and Maurice, who came obviously with DiBiase at ringside, comes in the ring and tries to climb the ladder, which she can't reach because she's not tall enough, and Morrison pulls her down to just get out of here. And then Morrison was wedged between the ladder, and Edge and Miz double teamed him and looked painful. And some of the ladders were, DiBiase set up with one of the ladders upside down, and so the legs were opened up, and then another one like connecting to it, and it just looked really awkward, and I don't know what that, I thought someone was going to get terribly hurt, but luckily no one did. DiBiase is caught off ladder by Henry, who hits the world's strongest slam on him, and then Bourne gets hit with it on the outside, and then Morrison hits that like chuck kick or whatever, and then turns around to a code breaker from Y2J, and then a spear from Edge, so Mark Henry's like eliminated from the equation. I'm gonna have to do a part 3, guys. Sorry, but I'll come back for that.